Sid Alpha. I don't know.
Ouch! You wound me, sir.
I thought your name
I
Who the
was
hell
a
is
little-
that guy anyway? You'd almost
I was a
think
little
he's
confused myself.
My soul has been harmed.
I apologize.
Because
if
I've
I'm
heard you've
off.
been called Sid Alpha, Richie, and now Marcus. What would you like? Do you want us to refer you to as your character's name? As Marcus?
Doesn't matter. Like I said, hey, you works.
But yeah, I
pretty
say
well.
Marcus. I hit one person with mage armor. You hit the other one with the mage armor. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I've already got it marked down. So.
okay.
Yeah, I had
So
mine
what's the plan?
changed.
We're good.
So should we talk to her directly, or should we talk to other people to figure out what's going on? 'Cause I don't think murdering somebody on another island is against the law, especially if it's not your lore thing in Pirates. But it's more of the information that we're trying to get for, if they're a underlying, information gathering.
What information are we trying to understand? We're trying to understand the killer, trying to find the killer, or are we trying to make some friends, or are we trying to?
We're looking for the smuggler, the spy, and we think that Haddon Pike was just moving information, and he was seeing this Rowena Kell quite often. So we're on a suspicion now, rather than any solid
Is
information.
she evolved? 'Cause I know the spy thing is technically no good in the Shackles, but murdering him is technically, giving information to Chilaxian, put everybody.
Espionage carries the penalty of an extremely slow death in the Shackles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so we're looking for a spy, but we don't know that spy's name.
Yeah,
Correct.
I'm
Well,
not sure if we think Buddy was the spy that got murdered, but we don't know why he got murdered. That's the thing.
Yeah.
And
Well,
she might be involved.
If
Or
he
she
really
might be-
was a spy getting paid by the Chilaxians, he was living well under his means, which means that it's very unlikely that he really was, risking his life on a surfboard going between the islands for them. And
Yeah, I really draw the strong impression that he was just somebody working for the spy.
Yeah. So
But,
we're having to assume, with nothing to go on, that she's either directly linked or that she's.
So he knew too much, and so he got terminated, and we're still grasping for straws to find out who the spy of the Chilaxian.
Or maybe he simply outlived his usefulness.
Yeah.
We're going through all these cliches. He knew too much. Outlived his use for this. Next, Craig's going to lean forward and go, "You know my methods."
I just realized we have three half
Punch him in
elves
the
at the party.
head. All right. So let's go.
How do Master Scourge feel about having three half elves as his sidekicks?
Probably better than the Cult of the Eye does.
Better.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Got to make a callback joke.
All back.
I don't think Scourge has ever exhibited any
Racial bias.
Oh, you don't have racial
any bias
It's
against
we're
any
hanging out like three
race.
elves.
Oh, look at
It's like
that.
a-
Someone's waving in the background, Craig.
It's getting in his camera time. Whew. They've been riding bikes, sweaty boy. Whew.
I mean, that's a good thing. Instead of sitting in front of the TV all day.
Yeah,
Heck
get 'em
yeah.
out. Well, that's
Says the
exactly
group of
why
people
they're out
sitting in
there.
front of
Find
the.
out.
Oh no, the cat's here.
Hey,
My
I
dog-
was thinking houses at
No!
the beach.
Put the computer down. Get out of the house now.
I work out for the day.
So what's the plan here?
Try to use a little discretion and find out what we can about Miss Rowena Kell without getting her dead too. Let's-
Okay.
That would be different.
All right, you could use knowledge local, or you could. I think if you're trying to use discretion, you'd have to use diplomacy to gather information from people.
Yes.
That's
I can do that.
not me.
Ooh, I can do that.
We have two elves with charisma.
Excuse me.
I'll
Alright,
unlock it.
just copy and paste. Copy and paste.
Darn it.
$23. Okay, yeah, you talk
Does
with.
anyone want? Does anyone want to assist me?
You don't need it.
Oh, okay.
Can't get better than that. Okay, so over the course of 2 hours, you talk with a number of people, and they all tell you the same thing. And I think it'll be summed up by an old man with a beggar's cup and a like a gallon jug of warm tea, and he's just like, "Well, you're looking for Rowena Carroll. Yeah, I know about her. Everyone knows about her. She's in charge of the Chilaxian slaves over there in Warehouse 24B in Docking Bay 94. Yep. If you want to buy Chilaxians, it's the only place on the whole island to do it. You know, slavery is illegal here unless you're Chilaxian, in which case you can be bought or sold."
I
My
kind
kind
of
of folks, it sounds
I
like.
brought mine from over there by accident.
Well, now, so, I gotta admit, it's been a while since I've heard from her. You know, she normally drops around, gives me a copper or two, but it's been a week or so since I've seen her.
I kind of like.
So is she one of the
He
largest?
kind of like holds the cup up, and you hear a very small amount of clinking. He's like, you know, it's been a while since I've seen her.
Memory
two-
doesn't. Yeah.
I dropped
So-
2 silver in there.
Oh, he's like, well, thank you kindly. Takes a sip with his jug, like, glug, 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 glug. Warm tea, anybody? Warm tea?
Well, thank you. I got my own as I drink my kelp.
You got your black kelp beer?
Yeah, remember I got a whole.
How
barrel of that.
warm do you heat it? Is it just room temperature, or...?
Just room temperature.
Okay, it's not as good room temperature. It goes down the gullet slower.
It's not as good.
It burns.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm like, it gives good energy when I'm doing my research.
Oh yeah, I mean, over the last 2 days, you've been feeling a lot better. You've passed a lot of the toxins out of your body. There's a little alchemy involved in it, so it's probably taking the free principles in your body as well and kind of realigning your various alchemical humors. I actually don't know anything about alchemical humors. I'm just making this up. But yeah, you're feeling a lot healthier after drinking lots of black kelp beer.
Yeah. Whatever keeps me up at night.
So, are you sure that's the only thing you know about her?
Well, I mean, I could tell you what she looks like, or, you know, what she smells like, but do you really want to know those things?
Only if it helps her find us.
What ethnicity is she?
She's like, well, as you might suspect, she's a former Chilaxian. Came over with Admiral Aranax Endymion when he, you know, defected from Cheliax.
Fair enough.
Yep. Dark black hair, pale skin. She smells like pineapples.
Pineapples.
Oh, yes.
All right, then.
Healthy woman.
So not all pale and dead looking as she looks alive?
Well, no, I mean, she probably uses pineapple soap or something.
Oh, okay.
It's nice every few days to have someone who is nice to me. Doesn't
smells
smell
good.
like shit. Like you.
Hey,
I
wait.
smell
We
proper, sir. Prestidigitation.
I don't think prestidigitation can help you smell better. It can move things, but it can't change the scent of things.
I thought
It's
it
an
could clean
illusion
stuff.
spell.
I thought it cleaned stuff though.
Yeah, it cleans stuff by moving them.
Yeah. Like
And
all
it
the
could clean
sweat
your
off my
clothes.
skin, all the dead cells just move off of me.
I'm pretty sure. I'll tell you what. You know what? You can clean yourself at a cellular level using prestidigitation. Why not? You literally just, in the morning, you just stand up and you just hold your arms out, prestidigitate all the dead skin and oils, and bloop, and you just off the back end of the ship. Yeah, fine. That's how it works. You smell
Yes.
great. The rest of your comrades, not so much. They smell kind of like people who live on ships for a living.
Well, hey now, I have prestidigitation as well.
Okay, maybe you smell a little better. I can tell you what you don't smell like. Pineapples.
Sea casters.
I also do not
So we
smell
need to
like
follow
kelp.
our nose. Follow our nose to the pineapple-smelling lady with black hair and pale skin.
Says, well, that sounds about like what I just told you.
Thank you, sir. It was nice meeting you.
Well, it was nice meeting you. I'm going to go spend this whole silver piece on some nice alcohol.
Me too. So
And the other one on a nice place to stay for the night. Starts walking down the street.
Well, at least he's not a creepy old man.
Happy's good.
Happy old man. Glad to have some silver pieces. Okay.
Now we get over to that place.
So you have Warehouse 23 and Docking Bay 94 are two possible locations of Rowena Kell.
Okay.
So, flip a coin?
Pick one. Yeah, flip a coin. Roll a 1d2.
Well, when in doubt, always go for Docking Bay 94.
Oh, well, there you go. We have
There we go.
We have a goal.
Okay. Yeah, you go to Docking Bay 94. It's completely empty.
Like, completely empty? No, nothing in there?
There's nothing inside.
Like, no supplies or anything? No
There's
slaves?
nothing.
Wow.
Hey, let's look for clues.
Let's look for clues.
Okay.
Sounds like they're clearing
should
out their
probably look for
operation.
clues.
You know?
Can you roll a perception check?
Oh, I can actually
Ooh.
do that one.
Perception.
18. You don't see any clues. Can you make a survival check if you get a 10 or better?
Okay, survival. Yeah, then make it back.
Sorry, it took me a while to get mine put in there.
Yeah, Scoop, you
worse.
can make a survival.
Worse. Oh, me make a survival? Okay.
Yeah, if you want to. You don't have to, but...
I will attempt to assist you. Not very well, though. No, yeah. There we go. No.
Nope.
No, sir.
Okay, you notice that this warehouse has been empty for about a week.
About
Which
the
is
time
long,
that guy said
long
that.
before your friend was killed.
So somebody's already cleaning up tracks.
Things are starting to match up because Buddy died.
So the other warehouses and docking bays next to this, so it's kind of like a dry dock where you could pull a ship. It's a covered warehouse, but it's on the water, so you could pull a ship in. They could pick the ship up out of the water and then just get goods on and off to it very quickly. And they do this specifically because a number of Shackles ships have smugglers' bays built into the hull. And so you lift the ship up out of the water so you can get to the stuff that's underneath the ship. And, yeah, there's ships all up and down. All the other docking bays are all filled. And people are going in and out of them at a fast rate, like porters. But this is the only one that's empty.
Smells like about time, she disappeared about a week and a half ago. This thing's been gone for a week. Buddy died about a week ago, so
Yep.
things are starting to match up. Timescale wise. I guess we head to the next place. And also, can I take a perception check to see if anybody having staking out the place to see if they were being watched when we leave?
I'll throw that in with your perception check earlier. No one's really watching you guys when you head down there. When
Let's
you
make
arrive
sure.
at Warehouse 23, there are 4 pink notices nailed to the front of it, one on top of another. Each are dereliction of duty reports.
Huh.
So the first one is dated about 6 days ago, and asking, it's Rowena Kell, you have not reported in for work. This warehouse has been standing empty for far too long. None of my warehouses should ever be unfilled for more than 24 hours. Signed, Admiral Aronax and Demian, Pirate Lord of Hars Harbor. And there are 3 more every other day, including one dated from this morning.
Okay.
So she's really kind of gone.
Is this warehouse closed too?
This warehouse is, it's closed, but you can see inside. It's completely empty.
Oh, okay. Well, let's, I guess, request a audience with the local Pirate Lord.
Okay, yeah. You get an audience with Aronax and Demian once more. He is not overly pleased to see you after you murdered a guy on his roof.
Murder is a strong word.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you ridiculously killed him.
Hey, he called him out. It's like, hey, I'm going to fight you to the death. Oh, God, I lost and died.
Aronax is like, you are back once more. May I ask what your business in my town is this week?
Well,
I'm going to let you guys talk this time.
Well, let me go with the...
Try not to
first
start
mates.
any honor duels.
Yeah.
Look towards the first mate since he has a silver tongue.
We are looking for Rowena Kell. And
His face... He's not exactly a pleasant-looking fellow in the first place, but his face immediately darkens, and he goes, I am also looking for Rowena Kell.
Well, then
Do you have
perhaps
any-
if we pool our resources, we might be able to find her.
He just starts laughing. He's like, pool your resources with the Pirate Lord. This is literally my island. I control the entirety of the Devil's Arches. But, I suppose if you wanted to do me a favor, you could go visit her house and get her out of whatever drunken bender she's on this time.
Yeah, she's an alcoholic, I see.
She was back in the service.
Okay.
She's been off it for quite a while, but this is the only explanation I have for her behavior. She's been clean for almost a dozen years.
Okay.
So he like tears off a scrap of paper and quickly like inks something in. He's like, "This is her home address."
Ah, my phone. Let me turn that off real quick.
Thank you. We will investigate these matters immediately.
Indeed.
Does anyone else have any questions for him?
Before you
No.
go, perhaps you'd like some cheese.
Ah, thank you, good sir.
I enjoy a
That
good
would be lovely.
cheese.
Yeah,
I
he's literally got like this huge cheese spread laid out. He's like, I captured an incoming Rahadomi vessel, attempting to smuggle cheese into my domain.
Oh no! I wonder if he switched from oranges to cheese.
It's
since
not.
the
No,
last
it's not your ship. No, it's just someone
That's
trying
just
to
what
move.
we need is to
That's
get
what I
on
was
his
thinking. I was
bad
like,
side even worse.
whew, at least it
Yeah,
wasn't
like while you're going through it.
oranges.
Yeah, you probably ask him who the captain was. He's like, yes, his name was Niles Granier. Apparently, he's been attempting to false flag Shackles ships. A somewhat ironic turn of events. He's been pretending to be a pirate while sailing between Rahadum and Sargava, selling Chelish cheeses to the Sargavans. Apparently, the Chelish cheeses are all the rage in Sargava. I don't understand it.
Kids and their fads.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I don't understand risking the wrath of the pirates by flying their flag, but okay.
Well, yeah, when you say that, he's like, we would not let them sail through here otherwise. I mean,
Oh yeah, of course.
if a ship such as this was moving so slowly and was so heavily laden with cheeses, it would be unable to outrun anything.
Yeah.
Now, of course, for their treason against the Shackles, I put the captain to death. But most of his men now work for me in some manner or another.
You're such a great leader.
I am, thank you.
I aspire to be as great as you one day.
He looks you over and he's like, I, too, hope that you become as great as I am now. I am glad to have you under my command.
I
What?
give him the Zeke Zeon thing.
The Xeon thing.
You never said Zeke Zeon? Wait a minute, you never watched Gundam. Never mind.
I did watch Gundam. You're giving him the whatever the bad guy for the Gundam season is salute.
Yes, yeah.
The
Zeon.
obviously ripped off of Nazi Germany salute for whatever
Yeah.
the bad guy is. Yeah.
Yep. Of course.
Oh man, Gundam, man.
I love me some Gundam.
That series has been up and down in regards to
Yeah, I
quality.
can't lie.
All right, yeah. So, and I think someone said what earlier when he said under his command. If you remember, Aces is actually a pirate and a lord, not a pirate lord. They're very two different
Two
things.
different things.
But Aces is technically a lord who owes his fealty to Aranax and Demian.
Yes.
That's right. After 26 weeks of the show, some things might slip through the cracks.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, I remember you were we were hastily dismissed after our allegiances, or your allegiances was pronounced when we were speaking with the Master of Gales.
Yeah. I didn't take it personal.
I don't know. That's something you probably
did.
should have taken personally.
He did. If he want to take it personal, that's fine with him.
Does
I didn't-
Arianaxian have any have any feelings towards the Master of Gales?
Are you
Or-
asking him that?
Yes.
Okay. So he's like, why would you ask me such a question?
Well, he seemed to be very dismissive and antagonistic towards.
So he
Of-
kind of like puts his hands on his like sword hilt
Mhm.
and just raises an eyebrow, and he's like, why would you be discussing me with the Master of the Gales?
No, I wasn't discussing you in particular. Just the.
I mentioned my my loyalty to the Hell's Harbor, and he just is pleased with it. And of course, I'm not going to lie about who I work for.
So he turns around so that all you have is like his split coattails and his ramrod straight back from years in the Chelish Navy. And he says, while Absalom believes they are the center of political refinement, and the Chelish aristocracy also believe themselves quite cultured, the Shackles itself, the leaders, the pirate lords, we have our own political factions, and I am not well regarded within them. But if there is a man who is more separate, more neutral than any of the other parties, it would definitely be the Master of the Gales. The only thing he has against any of us is that I am a former Chilaxian admiral, and he believes I am some sort of deep agent traitor sent here. Foolish, of course. I've been
Yes.
here for years. I'm not here to suddenly double betray allegiances. I have my own island.
Yes. You have people that's loyal to you, like I.
So the Master of Gales, I cannot speak as to his temperament. I don't know if he is jealous of me. I wouldn't imply that, but for some reason he does not trust me, and that is fine. He is not a force worth reckoning with.
Yes, I did not take it personal. I just stated my business and kept going.
I would suggest you stay away from him in the future, however. Your crew is gaining, if not a notorious reputation, then a very strong one within the Shackles. You probably should not be seen consorting with politically ineffectual entities such as the Master of the Gales.
Fair enough, my lord. Is it time that we part ways to see,
Indeed. Shall I have one of these cheeses wrapped up and sent to your ship?
Yes, sir. I think that's
Please.
a great gift. And also, may I put in another order for cows for our dragon guests? Of course,
This
I'll
is-
pay out of my fine.
Of course.
Okay, let me deduct that money again. Let this guy start actually being nice.
Desperately hoping the dragon will one day respect you.
Maybe. Well, it's just that, I'm
Never
into
going to happen.
knowledge. I'm into knowledge, and, something older than me has more knowledge than me, so, Okay, you said...
You have a crush on dragons. It's okay to admit it.
What can I say? I want knowledge. And knowledge equal power. Do, do, do. Throwing out money, yeah.
So headed for the address.
Okay.
Yeah, we do have her address from him now.
Okay.
Yeah, transform out.
Okay. You make your way to her house.
Is there a mailbox full, with overflowing with letters?
The front door has been broken open.
I sigh,
So this is not a good neighborhood that you're in. It's not, like a poor slums, but there's probably broken windows from abandoned buildings on the way here, and lots of trash in the street, which is unusual because, as you might have realized, Hell's Harbor is a very strict, lawful place, but this is at the outskirts of town. This is the slums. It's not the worst part of town, but it's directly adjacent.
fair enough.
And the front door is broken open, but no, there's no police tape. There's no cops anywhere.
Shocker.
When people notice you standing outside the front door, the street gets empty really quickly. People who are like leaning outside their door to water like a single plant in a planter have like closed their shutters and disappeared.
Methinks they know something we don't know.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we should be on our guard.
Well, I really hate the feeling about being a week behind the power curve here.
Fair enough.
Well, shall we investigate and see if we can remedy that?
Sure. It doesn't look like that the local authorities are doing anything, so we might as well.
Okay, tanks first. Or should I roll my first? My bad, I did the
Anybody
wrong
wanna-
order. Anchors first.
I thought we had a trap finder in our party,
I was
but
fixing to say, I thought we had
Oh, wait
somebody
a minute.
out for stuff
Okay,
to blow up
sometimes
before we walk
sometimes we
in.
get complaints. I'm a wizard. I'm a rogue. What are you really?
Fine.
Yes.
I look for trap, something related.
Yes.
You know,
so-
plus
Yeah.
one if it's a trap.
You don't notice any traps, but you do notice like street graffiti that's beside the house, and it marks that and this is very, very arcane knowledge, and I don't mean arcane like magical, arcane like not
Aw.
many people would know it. It's markings from the Hell's Harbor Civic Guard, who are not related to the government. They're like a militia force. Has raided this place, and that no one should enter it. So it's etched like very smally up in like the upper right hand corner of the door. And you don't see any traps. When you peek inside, the interior has been completely ransacked. Like anything that could have been intact before, like a table or a chair, has been destroyed. Like all the drawers have been pulled out and disassembled. There's papers and clothing. Basically everything has been piled up into like giant trash heaps in the middle of the room.
Okay. I go in and check.
Okay.
Is the door closed or just
Is
broken?
what
Like,
closed?
like you said, I want to make sure it's not like it's a door that's broken down that leads into the apartment, not like a
Yes.
gate that leads into like
Yeah,
a little
it's a
apartment.
door that's broken.
Okay.
The door
Okay.
has the markings on it. Like the actual like frame has markings on it. When you go inside, there's just everything she owns has been pulled out. And there's lots of shipping manifests and like merchants' papers, journals, notes, Chelish opera.
I look for the obviously, hidden compartments real quick because
Okay. All of like the things that might have hidden compartments have all been smashed to pieces. So like I said, all the drawers on desks have been pulled out. All the desks have been like smashed with a sledgehammer.
Okay, I check the floors for any like secret like passages or something.
Okay, make a perception check.
Because it's say, why?
All right, you find a ledger hidden underneath the kitchen where like the kitchen table would have been with 817. It contains the lists of numerous major pirate lords of the Shackles, and each one has a number beside it. Most of them have very large numbers.
Okay, which one has the lowest numbers?
The lowest numbers are like captains or lieutenants.
Okay, who has the highest numbers? Let me guess.
The highest numbers are like pirate lords.
I think about like ship numbers, like should it be ship numbers or just look more like manpower?
They not only are their numbers, they're like 10,000 or 4,000 or several hundred.
Bounty values.
Oh, bounty values. Yeah.
You can make a linguistics or a praise check on this.
See which one's higher. Praise for linguistics. Yeah, that should be decent. Wait a minute. I got a little star next to it. What does that mean? Where is that? Let me turn to that page. Linguistics. Oh, wait a minute. That's just for my forge kit. I get +2 if I try to forge something. I don't know.
So does anyone have linguistics or appraise?
I do not.
Okay.
I took a 10.
Yeah, you think there's something more to this document, but you just aren't able to figure out what it is. You know, there's a lot here, several hundred pages of captains and pirate lords and people with numbers beside them.
I put it into my handy haversack.